The Darien Athletic Foundation is proud to present high school field hockey here on the DAF Media Network from the campus of Greenwich High School. It's an FCIAC matchup between Darien and the Greenwich Cardinals. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Damian Andrew, alongside of Guy Wasinski. And Guy, this is a big one.
It is a big one. And, we're coming off a hard-fought victory, a 1-0 victory. We've had Danbury, we've had some other schools, 9-0, 8-0. Fairfield Ward. It was a really good game. And remember, the Greenwich Cardinals beat Fairfield Ward 4-1. We beat them 1-0. And anytime someone is looking at Darien, they're the state champions. People have a bullseye on the back for you. So I really think these girls are going to come out and play hard today. But we'll see. We've got a real test on our hands.
Yeah, Fairfield Ludlow, 1-0 win earlier in the week. Darien beats them, and like you said, competitive game. They got off to a really good start in that game, got up early, scored 3 minutes in, and that was all the scoring.
Yep.
And as you said, in the Darien has outscored its first 7 opponents this season, 41-0.
Wow.
Light schedule early on. They're going to start to get into the meat of this schedule as we move forward here. Got a big one coming up against New Canaan, a big rivalry game next week, but none bigger than this game right now. This afternoon, we are live here on the campus of Greenwich High School. Greenwich is atop the West Division standings of the FCIAC. Darien atop the FCIAC East. And here we go. We are underway, and a quick turnover forced by Darien. Cardinals will get it back as we reset here.
For the friends, family watching, we'll do our best with the whistles. But even having Lisa Lindley up here a couple of weeks ago, who was an All-American player at UMass, trying to figure out some of these calls in field hockey is not the easiest thing in the world. Nice aerial right there.
Guy, the last time we were together, as you mentioned, was the first ever night home game for the Darien field hockey team, and what a special night that was. The new lights at Stadium Field on the campus of Darien High School, absolutely beautiful, and that was a historic event for the Blue Wave, no doubt about it. We're just underway here. Darien in black, Greenwich in white, from Cardinal Stadium here on the campus of Greenwich High School.
Just, got out of my car here, Damien. It was 78 degrees, and that was in the shade. So I'm guessing it's close to 95 down in the field on a turf field with those black pellets.
Greenwich with an opportunity here. Nice stop.
Big save by Erica Blaze coming out. Last week she was tested a few times against Fairfield, and she really anticipates the ball very, very well.
She absolutely does have 4 saves against the Falcons of Fairfield Ludlow in that 1-0 win. She hasn't really been tested a whole lot this season. She's going to see some shots on goal today. 7 saves this season for Blaze, and I love that last name. It's a great name for a goalie.
Sure is. Nice to see the looking at that scoring. I was looking at some stats the other day, and so far it's been a senior laden captain kind of driven scoring run for the Blue Wave of Darien, with Sally Cassidy and back-to-back hat tricks with Sydney Shrinker, Kiki Tropsa, and the Polish windmill Kendall Wazinski has popped in a few and has generated a lot of offense from the wing.
Greenwich applying the pressure here.
Here's Kiki Tropsa. She is just a wall back there. And now you have Bridget Mahoney, who's recently committed to Cornell. She's a junior to play field hockey at Cornell. She's playing the long ball very well. She's playing that center mid position. And in years past, a lot of times Mo liked to play the short ball, more control, but she's got some athletes, she's got some speed. She hits it, and the girls go after it.
Well, speed and athleticism, she told me that before the season started, 2 of the big strengths of this Darien team, a senior-laden Darien squad, 12 seniors on this team.
Now, who's been, a lot of the girls from Darien know the leading scorer from Greenwich. She plays actually lacrosse with a lot of these guys, and she's a senior captain, Maggie O'Gorman. who plays for the Chargers, or I should say, I'm sorry, the Grizzlies, and in Premier Lacrosse, going to play lacrosse at Dartmouth. But I looked in the paper the other day. I think she had back-to-back hat tricks. I think she had 4 goals the other day. She's been playing very, very well.
Yeah, she's one of their 4 captains. Kat Veronis, Sailor Juronic, and Beth Williamson, the other captains for Greenwich. And Darien on the move here. Molly Hellman down into the corner.
I'll tell you what, Molly, I think, is all of 115 pounds, but she is tough as nails. She's worked her way into the starting lineup, and she really goes after the ball.
Only a sophomore. She's already had 4 goals and 3 assists this season. Bright future for her, number 1 in black for Darien. Nice move.
On the side. Yeah, I know the objective there is to try to at least get a corner.
Get a corner, yep.
What's happened, we've seen it in the past with other competition against Darien. They're so loaded. Year after year, a lot of the times these teams will, and we're not seeing it today with Greenwich, but they'll just load the box, try to get 1 goal, and just play defense the entire time against Darien. But right now, it's a wide-open game, both sides.
Coach Mo Minikis told me before the game it is imperative that the Blue Wave get off to a good start this afternoon, much like they did in that win over Ludlow earlier in the week.
Yeah, that was the one thing with Ludlow. I think I'm guessing we probably had 30 shots on that goalie. She played great, but on the same token, we just needed to finish. A lot of balls in front, and that's going to be a key today.
Yeah, Ludlow, one of those programs that is on the rise. They've played well in recent years. They had a good coach there.
As you can see right here, Mo likes to take it up the side, reverse fields, and then try to get into the center with their athletes. And there's Katie Elders, who's all over the field. Again, I always refer to her as having 2 speeds, fast and faster.
Beautiful day here at Cardinal Stadium on the campus of Greenwich High School. No score in the early going between Darien and Greenwich. Greenwich undefeated, 6-0. Darien 6-0-1. Had that draw against Daniel Hand up at their place earlier in the season.
Well-fought game up there, and a little bit different surface, a little slower game. The girls came back and said, they played well, we played well. They felt they dominated, but still about getting that goal in the back of the net.
Sally Cassidy here.
Kiki Trops has just got those hockey skills, winning those state championships. She goes low, and we've got our first corner here coming up for the Blue Wave.
Big opportunity here for Darien early on. 23:42 left in the first half. Really just getting started. Both teams kind of feeling things out, and a corner opportunity here for the Wave.
Now here's the question, and again, I'm not a field hockey aficionado, but I'm one of these guys that would love to see them do a little bit more of the one-timer, rip it, catch, or basically stop it, rip it, and everybody try to get the rebound.
Katie Elders up top.
Keeping it in. Shot from Bridget Mahoney.
And Abril Martinez of Greenwich with a nice defensive effort there.
Well, I got what I asked for there. Bridget Mahoney ripped one. Little left, look for the tip, and Greenwich did a good job defending. Came out of the net very, very quickly.
Yeah, it was a nice shot by Mahoney. Into the circle.
Oh, looks like we've got another corner coming up for Darien.
Second corner of the game for the Blue Wave.
Nice to see Sally Cassidy out there having such a good season, following 2 sisters, both former captains. And now one, she'll be joining her sister up at Colby, who's the leading scorer as a freshman up at Colby right now. So they'll have 2 on that team.
Kiki Tropsa, the inserter there. I misspoke earlier and said Katie Elders. That was Kiki Tropsa. She gets that corner started. for the Wave.
Well, I would say so far the ball's been down in the Greenwich side playing defense for about 80% of the game so far. Now it's just a matter of, let's get it close and let's finish.
Bridget Mahoney. Out of bounds on the near sideline. This will go to the Cardinals.
I got to tell you, we're talking about the offense here, but the defenders here for Darien, when tested, Carrie Blatney, you've got Hannah Regal playing the center sweeper spot. Not a whole lot's getting by her, and Lindsay Wallach's doing a great job on the far side. First-year starter and doing a real good job. We've got a shot there. Wazinski! Diving shot, puts it in.
Wazinski with the goal. Pretty play. Kendall Wazinski, her 7th goal of the season. And the Wave get up 1-0, and that's the kind of start Mo Minikis was looking for in this one.
That's all about ball movement right there. Kendall would just happen to be there on the wing. That ball moved well, looked like it came in from Cassie, then Tropsa on the stick of Wazinski, and she was able to slide it backside of the goalie. So we're up 1-0 with 20 minutes and 53 seconds left to play here in the first half.
Kendall Wazinski adding to her goal total on the season, her 7th goal. 7 goals, 5 assists for the senior. Number 11 for Darien.
You've got Shay Vanderbrook in the game. Again, another standout hockey player from a long line of athletes, sister up at med school. She could have played, easily played hockey, field hockey, or lacrosse in college and decide to go to med school at Michigan, where a lot of these girls are just, as bright as they are strong athletes.
So many multi-sport athletes on this field this afternoon, too, which is impressive because in the day and age of specialization, you don't see a lot of 2 or 3 sport athletes in high school anymore.
And you know what I love about that? We were talking about Shay Vanderbrook. We'll get a little shout out for her father, Rich Vanderbrook. Rich ran the youth program here for years. He was captain of the Harvard lacrosse team. I've never seen he and Andrew Barnard, if they ever logged in the numbers of hours that they spent on those fields with those kids from 2nd grade, starting Blue Wave buddies when you're making the 7th and 8th grade boys or having the 7th and 8th grade boys coach the 2nd and 3rd grade kids, looking up to them. People say, how do they do it every year? Mm-hmm. That's how they do it. With guys who don't want any credit. They check their ego at the door, and they make it positive for kids. And so Shay's dad is one of those people. Terrific guy. And is all about playing multi-sports.
Yeah, it all starts at the youth level in Darien. People wonder how these athletic teams are so good year in and year out. They don't rebuild, they reload, and it's because of the effort by a lot of people at the youth level in all sports.
And we saw it so much in football, being engaged, Rob Trafone at the youth level. Back to the action here, though. Greenwich has got their first corner here.
Sailor Juranic, number 18, the insertion here.
Oh, there's Katie Elder's just doing a remarkable job getting out of the net.
Opportunity here now for the Wave as they move it downfield. Ashley Zolan trying to get it upfield for Greenwich. And that is intercepted by Darien.
Olivia Stein in the game, doing real well, playing off that left wing. Again, comes from a family, cousins of great athletes here in Darien. Stein's having a very good year as a junior, setting things up very well for her senior year.
Yeah, she is already with 2 goals this season. The junior forward, Olivia Stein.
Mo's going to need to keep fresh legs in the game today. It's hot out there. I mean, it's 90 plus. These girls are working hard, and don't let those skirts fool you, ladies and gentlemen. These girls are playing to win. They're playing hard, and they've got our admiration.
Great point, Guy, because it is hot out there. It's a beautiful day, but it is hot on that turf field.
Unfortunately, we have a little wind up here. If you heard the noise, we're in the shady spot.
We are in a nice shady spot here. Thank goodness for that. Greenwich now here, looking to make something happen.
Wow. Now there's a call I don't really understand. There's that subjective call, which is a that was an aerial. That wasn't a hard shot, but they still call a dangerous shot on that and give that back.
Abril Martinez now, the pass upfield for Greenwich. Yeah, a lot of whistles in this game, as we alluded to in our first broadcast for the Darien Athletic Foundation on opening night for the field hockey team.
Hannah Riga really right there anticipating that spot. Didn't let it come in. Got it out. Darien back on a drive, going up the wing. They like to work it from the right side. There's Sydney Schrenker, leading scorer on the team. Nice little flip move. Coming inside. She's looking for somebody. Cross. Oh.
Nice idea by Sydney Schrenker. You mentioned she is the leading scorer on this Darien team. 8 goals, 1 assist.
Sid the Kid.
You know, it's funny. They've had a lot of players score goals this season for Darien. When you outscore your opposition 41-0, that's going to happen.
Well, there's their first time out here in the first half, and it looks like both teams are going to enjoy this one. Get a quick breather, get hydrated, get some fluids in them, and we'll see what Mo has them draw up here for the with 15:49 left here in the first half.
Now, I saw something the other day in the boys' soccer match against Stamford at the Oval on the campus of Darien High School that I had never seen. The coaches agreed with the officials before the game started to take a water break midway through the first half and midway through the second half because it was so extremely hot on that turf. And I had no idea what was going on. There was a break in the action, couple-minute break, and then at halftime I went over and asked one of the officials, and sure enough, that's what it was. It was a water break because it was so hot.
You know, that goes back to sometimes life not being that complicated. You know, it's one of those things where, you know there are athletes around this country who have died for lack of hydration.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, we're looking at this thing. Let's agree to do what's right for these kids. Give them the water break. Give them the blow that they needed, because that's not going to win or lose the game. Bottom line, it's going to be safe for the kids. So good for them. I didn't hear that. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, no, it was very interesting. I'd never seen that. And my partner on the broadcast, Jonathan Gill, who played boys soccer at Darien, class of 2013, he's the one who first brought it up. He said, I think they're taking a break to get a nice cold glass of water and get back out on that field. And sure enough, that was what happened.
You know, it's funny. I still stay in touch with some of my high school coaches where we grew up in New Hampshire. It would be a 95-degree day, and we're running a molehill. And, literally, it was the old days where it was tough if you didn't drink water. Mm-hmm. And then when you got a water, you had literally 2 sips, and then you're out of there. And now, it's like anything else. They didn't know better back then.
It's changed, yep.
And they do know, you have the technology, you have the data, so it's all about the kids.
Yep.
Let's make sure we keep them safe so they can perform as athletes and, and stay fresh.
15:49 here. Darien leading Greenwich 1-0. Kendall Wysinski dialing one up earlier in the first half. This is a rematch of a game from last year's FCIAC tournament. Darien eliminated Greenwich from the FCIAC tournament last season, so the Cardinals coming into this one with something to prove.
Trust me, they've heard about it. They're friends. They play other sports together, and they marked this one early on the schedule when they started saying, okay, important games, this is one of them.
Well, listen, 2 tradition-rich programs. When you start talking about field hockey in southwestern Connecticut, these 2 programs are at the top of the conversation.
It is amazing, though. People will say Darien, Greenwich, and they'll say, well, what's the graduating class like at Darien? And I'll tell them it's about, 350, 400. And, what's Greenwich? That's closer to 800, 850, 900 kids. But from that standpoint, Darien, whether it be field hockey, lacrosse, football, you name it. They've had Greenwich's number for a while, and but they take nothing for granted. And this is good. This is a good one we have on hand here now.
Hannah Riegel with a great defensive effort there moments ago as Greenwich tries to push the attack. Darien now attacking here, looking for goal number 2.
There's Olivia Stein right there contesting the ball in the corner, knocks it away. Boy, Bridget Mahoney is, she's just gritty, isn't she? She's all over that field. She does not want that ball going by her.
She is. She is one of the number of talented midfielders on this Darien team coming into the season. Mo Minikis said that would be one of their strengths at midfield.
Daphne Cutler in the game here for Darien. Mo getting some of her starters. Daphne working the ball very well up the sideline, but getting the starters a blow.
Beth Williamson sending it downfield for Greenwich. She's one of their top players, one of the 4 captains. Great defender.
We got a problem here.
Nice look by Paige Finneran to Maggie O'Gorman.
Really nice move. It didn't look like the defense came up. Hannah Riegel came out, but there was no one there behind her. Nice play, nice feed, and
another corner opportunity for the Cardinals here.
Yep.
Sailor Juranic.
There's Maggie O'Gorman. Look for her. They're going to collapse on here. There she is. Shot. Whew.
Great look by O'Gorman.
And I'll tell you what, thank goodness right there. That looked like the wing was open on that the gate for the goal, and Hannah Riegel right there tipped that ball away.
It certainly did. Another corner opportunity here for the Cardinals. And Sailor Juranic, the inserter, up top. I like that first name, Sailor.
Sailor.
That's one I've never heard before. Nice shot, but Blaze with a nice save. Maggie O'Gorman with the hit there.
I think you're going to hear that name all afternoon. Maggie O'Gorman is just a strong athlete, and actually, she is the cousin of a big Darien family, and so it's kind of fun. We see them at different games, and your uncle was a captain here for the Cardinals. Now lives in Darien, and so we make sure he wears blue when he comes to town.
This is why we have Guy Wasinski on these broadcasts for the Darien Athletic Foundation. You can't get nuggets like that anyplace else.
He's not allowed in the facility with anything red on.
So Maggie O'Gorman knows all about this Darien juggernaut, this Greenwich-Darien rivalry through the years. She is well versed. 11:32 left in the first half. 1-0 Darien off a Kendall Wasinski goal.
Oh, nice reversal on the field right there. Sydney Schrenker getting it going. Wasinski up to Hellman. Ooh.
Nice tackle there by Williamson.
Big ball by Williamson. That's going to go out on its own. I got to tell you, that was one of the best saves I've seen so far this year. Blaze came out, anticipated well, and that was a good kick save.
We said Blaze would be busy, and she has been so far. Greenwich has had some opportunities.
Nice to see Sydney Schrenker out there. Not only is she the leading scorer, but Sydney's had some serious back issues. A little push right there. Wow, kind of surprised that didn't go our way. But Sydney fought through it. She's been doing physical therapy for 8-10 months. Multi-sport athlete, really good lacrosse player as well. So it's great to see her out here doing well and having fun.
Paige Finneran, the junior attack for Greenwich, pushing the action there. She's played well in the first half so far for the Cardinals. Cardinals in white, Darien in black, with the blue socks. Here's Wasinski trying to get it to Hellman.
There you go. Okay, got a foot. Here we go. That's interesting. Looks like we have a yellow card here? Yeah, against Greenwich.
Yellow card against Greenwich, number 25, Zoe Metalius.
So Greenwich will be a man down.
Advantage here for the Blue Wave. And that one sneaks out of bounds a little too much.
Not the start you were looking for right there, especially with the ball.
Yep.
Oh, there's a dangerous hit. We got the ball right back. That's going to leave a mark right there. Shea Vanderbrecht with the insertion here.
Nice pass to Wasinski. Into the circle. Ooh. And the save.
Watch the backhand shot coming right here. Ooh.
Emily Gunsberg is the senior goalie for Greenwich.
Carrie Blatney not letting that ball go by the 40. Brings it back in, gets it into the middle. If you put the ball on net, good things happen. Hellman fighting for that one.
There's Paige Finneran at midfield. And it goes out of bounds off Darien, so it'll be Greenwich ball with 8:04 left in the first half. Darien up 1-0. Damian Andrew alongside Guy Wasinski. Live here on the DAF Media Network. Our 10th broadcast. How about that? 10th broadcast of the season, just getting things started.
10th of many, and Damien, you're doing a great job. You're getting people in the community involved. Here's a breakaway. Wazinski's got a shot. Oh, great defensive play there at the last second.
Yeah, great defense by Beth Williamson. We've heard her name a couple of times. Nice tackle there from her. The senior defensive captain for the Cardinals. One of the top defenders in the state.
Wow, that was quick. I didn't see her coming from anywhere. It looked like she had a breakaway, and got to control that ball right there. That's twice in a row on that shot. Got to. That's a little more composure on that.
If you're Mo Minikis, you have to be pleased the way this first half has gone, although they've had a number of opportunities, just haven't been able to capitalize. They are up 1-0, though.
Now, this could easily be a 1 or 2 goal game either way. This is if this is going to be a good one, you don't want to turn your computer off on this one today or your phone, because this one's going to go down the wire. If you were to ask me, based on what I've read and what I've heard. And there's Maggie O'Gorman again in the mix. She draws the corner.
So another corner opportunity for Greenwich. I believe that's their 4th corner opportunity here in the first half. Set piece is such an important part of this game.
Yep.
I do know that much.
And we're talking a lot about O'Gorman. She's part of the Gasparino family from Darien. 2 cousins both played lacrosse at Cal, and her uncle was captain of the Greenwich team with Steve Young.
No way.
Yep.
Wow.
And I'm happy to say Steve Young's senior year, this dates back to, I want to say 1979. Greenwich undefeated, Darien undefeated, and Blue Wave took Greenwich that year for the state championship.
Nice tackle there by Bridget Mahoney. You've mentioned her a couple of times in this broadcast so far, Guy, and she has played well, continues to play well for the Blue Wave.
Fast, quick, and she's got that stick. It's always on the ground. So she's, She's just going to get better. Obviously, that's what the coaches saw. Uh-oh.
Blaze coming all the way out.
This is one of those, whatever you teach, when you're coaching, go to the ball. There's two examples right there. They went to the ball, they got it, they controlled it. Really nice play, but, good composure right there by Carrie Blatney. She lost it, got it back.
Sam Chabot, far corner, into the circle. Blaze kicks it away.
I was watching Erica before being coached, warmed up by Coach Ramsey, and Sherry, who played 4 years at Virginia, was ripping some shots at her. She wasn't taking easy on her. I think basically I've seen it before where there's more of a, take it easy, just kick it out left, kick it out right. Sherry was ripping her at him, and I didn't see one go in the net.
You bring up Sherry Ramsey, Mo Minikis' assistant coach on this Darien Blue Wave field hockey team. Her daughter, Katie Ramsey,
unbelievable,
is having quite the season for the Blue Wave girls varsity soccer team. She'll play lacrosse at USC, but boy, is she an exciting soccer player to watch.
She's long, she's lean, and she's really grown into her athletic body. And her strides, but she's focused. She sees the goal, and same thing in lacrosse. And that's what USC, she committed to USC early in her sophomore year. She's about 6 or 6'1". Great but I saw one of the soccer games. She had 5 goals in one game. I think she could have had 7 that day.
That was the opener.
Yeah.
Their opener, not under the lights, but it was their opener here at Cardinal Stadium. The first game of the season, they beat Greenwich, and she had 5 goals. You're absolutely right.
Here comes Sally Cassidy. Okay, we've got
another whistle.
And we've got another card. This is interesting. This is the second card that Greenwich has received. So kind of in the scrum, something's going on there. You've got to do something a little bit blatant to get a card in field hockey. Maybe a little extra frustration right there for Greenwich.
Here we go. You mentioned frustration by maybe some of the Greenwich players. Darien has really, I don't want to say dominated, but they've had more opportunities in this first half than the Cardinals, certainly.
I would agree. And there a lot of game plan with Mo is she likes to bring it up the wings. She likes to get it in, and then basically, again, get her athletes on the ball, clear it from the sideline, and then you've got your finishers up front. You got Cassidy, you've got Sid the Kid, you've got Kiki Tropsa in there.
And Darienne's got another corner opportunity here, Guy.
Okay, they tried an aerial right there. One of the nice things about Kiki on the inbounds, the key on that pass is just to keep that on the ground. If it's bouncing, you can't get it. Shea got it. Defender just did a better job for Greenwich.
Greenwich working along the far sideline here. Approaching the 2-minute mark of the first half. Darien up 1-0 in a battle of unbeatens at Cardinal Stadium here on the campus of Greenwich High School. And the left side of this field is almost entirely in shade, and the right side's sun splashed.
This will be interesting, depending on how quickly the sun sets. Right now, Darien has the advantage because there's no sunlight in Erica Blaze's face. And if you look on the other side, she's looking right into the sun, the Greenwich goalie. They'll switch sides at half, and we'll have to see what the weather is doing. And they do have lights, but I know they're very limited here in terms of what they can use and what they can't use for games. So this may finish in the dusk.
That was a really good point about the goalie being affected by the sun.
Wow, Katie Elders fighting for the ball, finds it, rips the backhander up, and they keep it in the Greenwich zone.
Greenwich will reset things here.
We'll check.
Here's Williamson.
We'll check down there with Bambi Regal at half, who's had 4 daughters who've played here at Darien, and she probably understands the rule about the yellow card. I'm guessing it's 2 minutes that they're playing without her. They're down a man, but we'll confirm that at half. 30 seconds, the top of the circle here. Greenwich is going to go hard. Got to defend here if you're Darien with 20 seconds left here in the first half.
Here's Williamson, number 27, reverse shot.
Guessing you'll see Bridget Mahoney rip one here. She's got a big ball. Goes to the wing. Shea Vanderbrook up the line. They just want to kill some clock.
And that's exactly what happens. At the half here, it's 1-0 Darien leads Greenwich in a matchup between FCIAC powerhouses. Both programs, storied traditions, and this has been a competitive first half. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more action here from Cardinal Stadium on the campus of Greenwich High School. Darien up 1-0. FCIAC field hockey. We'll be right back. We are back here at Cardinal Stadium on the beautiful campus of Greenwich High School. About 2 minutes left at the half here. Darien up 1-0 against a very good Greenwich team. Both teams undefeated in the FCIAC. And here's a little video montage by our producer Brendan Ross, who's been doing such a great job for us on the DAF Media Network, and a little up-close look at the Blue Wave.
Passes to the center, shot is blocked. Striker comes up with the rebound. It's in!
Brendan Ross doing his thing. Really nice job, Brendan. And just a shout out to any students at Darien High School with the Darien Athletic Foundation. If you want to get involved, you want to do production, you want to do broadcasting, we want you reaching out to Damien, reaching out to your teachers, to Bruce Ferguson. This is going to be a special thing. People say, what's next for the Darien Athletic Foundation? I see it as the Darien Athletic television network, where my partner here, Damien, has already done 10 games. He's reaching out. He's had a number of different people to do the broadcast with. For volleyball, you had
Chris Leone, who played at Georgia Tech. Played college volleyball at Georgia Tech. Now she and her husband and their children reside in Darien. You mentioned getting students, adults involved in the DAF Media Network. You can email us, media@darienaf.com, media@darienaf.com, and that is a way to get involved with the DAF Media. It's been really exciting. It's an exciting venture. It's been a lot of fun. I know we talked a little bit about it opening night for the field hockey team when they beat Fairfield Ward in the first ever night game, home game for any varsity Darien athletic program. That's pretty cool. These girls on this Darien field hockey team will always be able to share that with their children, grandchildren, family members. I mean, it's really that was historic.
And then if you're not able to watch a game and you want to recap, Mark Maybell, a phenomenal photographer, kind of the brains behind the Darien Athletic Foundation and how this was all founded, takes 2,000 to 3,000 pictures a game. I see him down in the field right now. If you went at home, you go to the Darien Athletic Foundation site.
Yep.
You would then look down. There's Mark Maybell right there. He doesn't know, he's so selfless. He wouldn't want us talking about him, but he does a phenomenal job. You can go on, download pictures. You don't have to pay. Right on his Smug Hub site, some of the best pictures you will have. And he captured Kiki Trops's mother and sister when Kiki put the first goal ever under the lights. Went in the far corner, and if you take a look at it, I just printed it out and put it in their mailbox the other day because obviously father's the hockey coach in town. Mom was a figure skater growing up in Stanford. Sister just graduated from Gettysburg, was the captain of the field hockey or lacrosse team there last year. And you want to see joy on their face. I thought they were going to be jumping out of the stands. It was great to see.
Athletic family. And the second half now is underway between Darien and Greenwich. Blue Wave in black moving from right to left. Greenwich in white with the red trim moving from left to right.
This will be interesting. Erica Blaze is going to be in the sun. Sun setting late. And that was the other thing. Darien, to a point, even at halftime, Greenwich was doing their talk in the sun. Darien was in the shade, but we'll, switching sides here on the field.
Darien trying to get it out of here.
There's Sally Cassidy with some great stick work up the line.
On the near sideline here.
There
Up
she is.
ahead to
Katie.
Elders. And a nice tackle there by number 7, Abril Martinez of Greenwich.
That was a half a flip away of being a breakaway goal right there.
Good point. A 2-on-1 situation there for Darien. Just couldn't capitalize.
There's Hellman, the sophomore, trying to get it into Cassidy, who will fight to the end to get that ball.
We've brought her name up a couple of times so far in this game. Hellman, Molly Hellman, only a sophomore forward, and she's got a bright future for Darien.
She's quick, she's fast, and I'll tell you what, I don't think she's got an extra gear in terms of from the fitness side. She is running all the time. And Mo looks for those athletic girls, and she'll teach them lacrosse if they have the athleticism and if they have the desire and they have the heart. There's a big aerial on the inbounds right there. Darien controlling.
Mo Minikis, of course, a longtime head coach of the Blue Wave, has done such a tremendous job with this program. Darien, how about this stat? I was doing a little research earlier this morning. Darien won 4 straight state titles from 2007 to 2010. They just dominated the conference and the state back then, and she has just done such a great job with this program.
When she came in, pretty amazing story. She's a mother of 4 boys, all tremendous athletes. High school captain this year of the Darien football team and going to Colgate to play lacrosse. Knocks on the AD's door and said, I think they had 1 win that season. Mo took it over, volunteered her time, and has built a dynasty and is now in the Connecticut Hall of Fame.
And here is a corner opportunity for the Cardinals. As you mentioned, the sun in the eyes of Erica Blaze in that Darien defense. Williamson, the shot.
Wow, big save right there.
Big save by Blaze. Yeah, she's played well in this game thus far. She's been tested a couple of times by Greenwich, and she has come up big.
She's going to be tested again here. They've got another corner, and again, O'Gorman with the shot right there. Big kick save by Blaze.
Sailor Juranic, the inserter. Here's Williamson. Tough shot, another save by Blaze.
Got through her. Blaze kicked it out, got through her. I think that was Hannah Regal kicking that thing out. Wow.
Beth Williamson, the senior defender, a captain of this Greenwich, she has a hard shot.
That was. I'll tell you, they controlled that ball. That was well thought out, and when they had to rip it, she did.
Darien will get this back here.
There's Kiki drops on it. That ball doesn't scare her. I think that hit her in the chin. She just got right back up.
That's that hockey mentality,
yeah.
Right?
That and being the daughter of a coach.
Yep.
Okay, here's Hellman. Let's see if they, looked like they had something going on the left side there with Sally Cassidy. My gal Sal.
Cassidy upfield, and
Okay.
here's Hellman.
Now she's got to get some teammates to go with her.
And a nice play by Williamson to intercept that.
Boy, Williamson's got a rocket for a shot.
She does,
She? And
yeah.
she keeps that ball low. That thing just gets up the field in a hurry. I got to tell you, we've got a nice group of parents and students down here for Darien on the sideline. They're just kind of eliminating any of the noise coming from the Greenwich side of the stands.
And as the sun sets, it is really beautiful out right now. As now about 3/4 of this field shaded.
If you're a father and you're driving out of New York right now and you're coming up 95, pull off the exit. The high school's right here. It's we've got a good game We've got 24:40 left here in the game. Darien up 1-0 in a tight one against the Cardinals of Greenwich.
You knew this was going to be an entertaining matchup coming in. Both teams undefeated in the conference, and they have not disappointed. Abril Martinez sending that downfield for Greenwich. 24 minutes left in the game, 1-0 Darien. Blue wave in black, Greenwich in white.
Tell you what, wouldn't say, okay, Kerry Blatney up the side. That went off a Greenwich stick, so that'll move it up another 15 yards. Darien's, they can't continue to play defense, though. They've got to, can't sit on a lead. It's only 1-0. Bridget Mahoney with a great lead. Up to Wazinski. Cross to the middle. Oh, big save. Looked like Cindy Schraker was going to get a stick on that. All that started by Bridget Mahoney. That's one of those shots where I'm wondering if Kendall Wazinski, if she had to do it over again, if she'd take the shot instead of going to the middle there. Maybe a little too unselfish.
And here's Greenwich now on the attack. Kat Veronis, and it's
again
intercepted by Bridget Mahoney. She has played well in this one.
Put it right on the stick of Wazinski. She's coming over. Ooh, there's a situation where they stopped the play, and honestly, that was a breakaway right there. That was a 2-on-1 situation, 3-on-1 situation for Darien. Greenwich kicks the ball and slows everything down, puts them in place, and now, the advantage is taken away.
We had mentioned a great save by that Greenwich goalie. That's Emily Gunsberg, the senior goalie for the Cardinals.
She brought her A game with her today.
She needed it against a very good Darien team.
Backhand chip shot right there. Wazinski went wide.
That was just wide.
Or as Bob Euchre said, just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside. That would have been goal number 2 for her. 1-0 Darien here in the second half. Damian Andrew joined by Guy Wazinski. Always a pleasure having you on these broadcasts. A lot of fun, that opener against Fairfield Ward. That was just such a special night for the when you community of Darien.
It was a great evening, and when you have a lot of people there just enjoying themselves, and we were lucky. We had Lisa Lindley, in the Hall of Fame at UMass for both lacrosse and field hockey. Grizz did a great job working with us. Right now, the defense is going to have to do a great job. Kerry Blatney staying with it, and sure enough, it's O'Gorman. Look out. Ooh, takes a big rip. That would be a dangerous follow-through, I think, right there.
Into the circle, and
Darien needs to clear the zone. Sun setting right in the eyes. You can see it right now. I just saw Erica Blaze holding up her pad, trying to get some type of protection from the sun.
Now, that was a great point by you earlier. The sun can definitely wreak some havoc for a goalie in a situation like this.
Big corner right here for Darien.
Yep. Sailor Juranic. Nice play.
Great play right there. Katie Elders took it right out of, that was going to be a rocket shot by O'Gorman. That's kind of interesting because Katie committed to Dartmouth. She's a sophomore at Darien High School. I'm sorry, a junior at Darien High School. Will be playing lacrosse with O'Gorman, both going to Dartmouth. They're friends, but when it comes to being on the field, no way.
Competitive.
Absolutely.
There's time for them to get to know each other as teammates. Today is not that day.
There'll be some bragging rights up in Hanover, New Hampshire. Live free or die. I was just up there this past weekend. Glorious weekend Went back to my alma mater, Plymouth State University. Just a gorgeous day, and they beat up on the UMass Dartmouth. I think the score about 50-0. The home of Joe Dudek. Plymouth State has football back, and they're playing some really good ball up there.
Joe Dudek, a Heisman Trophy finalist way back when.
Yep. What the heck? Why
I
not
believe
Dudek?
he finished. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. He, the top finisher ever in the Heisman voting for a Division III player. Correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Number 5, and I just had the pleasure of my 4 years being up there, and I just happened to do the play-by-play as kind of they didn't have anybody else, and we were messing around in Hall Dorm. Guy says, "You guys are pretty good on the air." We turned down the volume. I got lucky. I was able to do his games for 4 years, and really good guy. And Joe passed down to genes. His son was drafted 4th round last year by the New Jersey Devils. He's playing hockey at Boston College.
No way.
Yep. Back to the action here. A little cooler down here. I know Darien would love to keep it down here on the Greenwich side.
1-0, 18:26 left in this one. Darien up on Greenwich in a big early season showdown in the FCIAC between two storied programs. Darien has won 2 of the last 4 FCIAC championships.
Wow. I'm surprised that ball stayed with Greenwich right there. That thing was a rocket right at Katie Elders, and that's going to leave a mark. She's going to get some ice on that after the game.
There's Carrie Blatney, far sideline, sends it downfield.
Carrie's done a really nice job over there today. She's stopped a number of breaks and has moved the ball very, very well. Anticipated, but what I've noticed about her is she's calm with the ball. She's not just looking and slashing. She wants to put that in a right spot, and she's being a leader over there on the defense.
Here's a free hit for Greenwich. A nice interception here by...
Here we go. Let's see if the closer, Sydney, can... Oh! Thought Schrenker was going to rip that one last second, put it off, and could have gone either way right there. But really good offensive play right there by Darien.
And Sydney Schrenker almost had her 9th goal of the season. She's got 8 already. Looking to add to that total.
Again, Sam Schrenker, older sister, swam 4 years at Bucknell. Middle sister, walks onto the Villanova diving team and was 5th in the Big East this past year as a freshman. Another coming out of the swim program at Darien. And Sydney, who knows? She may play field hockey, she may play lacrosse in college, but the Schrenkers have game. That's a great family, great kids.
Beautiful day here in Greenwich on the campus of Greenwich High School. Darien taking on the Cardinals, and an opportunity here into the circle for Darien.
Ooh, right there. Wow. Golden opportunity right there. Goalie was out of the cage. Schrenker had it on her stick. Little bump there. I'm kind of surprised they didn't get the corner, but Greenwich ball with 16 minutes left. We got a really good one on hand. 1-0. Again, if you're on 95, mom or dad coming back from work, want a little breather, we got a good one on hand here.
And for those of you who are watching on the DAF Media Network, thanks for doing so. This has been an entertaining high school field hockey game. And we kind of knew it would be coming into this game.
What I love about this, though, Damien, is that you've got grandparents, you've got, men right now, women right now coming back on the train. They're able to watch their daughter right now play in this game, and that's the whole premises behind that, is to get the entire community involved. And on top of that, icing on the cake this year, getting lights at the high school, now being able to come back, watch your kids play, and actually be able to coach. Because, when it gets dark in the fall and people can't leave a trading floor at 5 o'clock, now they can help coach.
Mm-hmm.
You only got one chance to do that in your life with
That's
your
right.
kids. And people want to pay it forward and give back, and by having those lights, we're going to allow them to do that.
Bridget Mahoney, nice play there. 1-0 Darien. Quick shout out to Bruce Ferguson, running camera on the
man.
DAF Media Network. He is the man.
Olivia Stein back in the game for Darien. Molly Hellman getting a little bit of a breather. She's up and down, and got to keep those legs fresh.
Nice play by Kiki Tropsa. Here's Elders. And it's taken back by Greenwich. Paige Finneran, we've mentioned her a lot, the junior midfielder. She's done a nice job for the Cardinals. Had some nice runs in this game. Cardinals coached by Ali Arico. This is her 10th season, and she has done a terrific job with the Greenwich program. She played here, and then she played college field hockey at Gettysburg.
Wow.
And now she's, as we've got a timeout here, now she's got the Cardinals program up and running again.
Daphne Cutler in the game for Darien, number 10, making a difference right there. I picked up on her about 3 different times up and down that sidelines. And speaking of, a little shout out to Elizabeth Jennings here, one of the standouts on the Darien team. She's actually going to play field hockey for the Bullets. So she's, I'm sure she's probably talked with the coach here in Greenwich what the experience was like in Gettysburg, and we've had a lot of good athletes. And the girls this past year, Division III national champions, Gettysburg lacrosse. I know we've had a number of girls go play field hockey there, and obviously a lot of guys as well. It's not that far away, beautiful campus, and really competitive programs.
Yeah, well said. We've mentioned throughout this broadcast the tradition of both of these programs. They actually shared an FCIAC championship back in 2012. They were co-champs that year. And Greenwich won 3 straight FCIAC titles from 2004 to 2006, and then Darien, anything you can do, I can do better, won 3 straight FCIAC championships from 2007 to 2009. So a lot of history with both of these programs on the field hockey pitch. There's no doubt about it.
Sometimes people will say, geez, I'm looking at communities and, the sports have to be so overly competitive. And I'll tell them, I said, no. I said, if you'll look at Darien, I know field hockey and lacrosse, both men and women, per capita the size of the town, #1 participated sport in the United States. Yeah. People walking, my parents will come down from New Hampshire, we'll drive around the high school, and they'll see a Saturday afternoon. And I'm like, Dad, now you understand why they start so young. And where else would you rather have your kids? Being coached by volunteer fathers who played in college, played in high school, want to give of their time. They could be home doing video games, but no, they're out there on the field, burning energy. And that was the thing about that really stood out for me. The first football game under the lights, I walked around the backside, and I loved looking at the fans. There had to be 200 kids behind the visitors' stands.
Oh, yeah.
Just playing pickup football, soccer, just burning energy, having a great time, eating a hot dog. And, it was definitely a community feel. And it's the old, if you build it, they will come. Yep. And I think they're just going to keep coming. The facility's fantastic. Yeah,
the facilities are unbelievable. And we are back underway here from Cardinal Stadium on the beautiful campus of Greenwich High School. 1-0 Darien. And the field now almost entirely in shade. So not going to be a problem for Erica Blaze probably moving forward here.
Yep. And it's, but I do think it played a factor. When I saw her with her guard up over her eyes, she was trying to guard that sun.
And she made a couple of really outstanding saves with that sun in her eyes. We just have a great vantage point today for this game atop the press box here at Cardinal Stadium.
Beautiful setting.
And here's Williamson. We've called her name many times. Great defender for the Cardinals.
She's a stalwart back there. You better be doing something right if you're going to get by her.
Yep. She's made some big plays in this game. Number 27 in white for the Cardinals.
She and pretty much Hannah Regal have gone head-to-head in terms of their position. Both sweepers, I guess we're up 1-0, and the defense has collapsed as needed. Here we go, Darien on a break. Sally Cassidy doing her thing up front. I think right now Darien would love to get a corner if they could. Just get it into the circle. That looked like a little bit of a dive, and so did the referee. She agreed.
There's Tropsa. The shot crosses the end line.
And that looks like it's, am I right? Nope. So it was off a stick, not in the circle, but it's still going to be Darien ball.
Darien ball.
And you'll see Kathleen Tropsa. We all call her Kiki. But Kathleen Tropsa with the working the left sideline. Bridget Mahoney with a big ball across the field. Great stick work right there by Shea Vanderbrook just to keep that ball in play. Backhand. People who are just watching field hockey for the first time, it amazed me, is there's not a left and a right-handed stick.
That's right.
It's just one side.
Just one side.
And if you're left-handed, you better figure it out.
Figure it out. That's one thing, as I continue to learn this sport, that is one thing I did know. And that's a good point. Only right-handed sticks out there.
Not sure why, but it's obviously when you see field hockey being played by men and women in Europe, you see it in the Olympics, that ball's traveling at 80, 90 miles an hour. That thing hurts. That's a hard ball, too.
Both teams fighting for it here on the far side of the field. No one can seem to get the advantage. We're approaching the 10-minute mark here in the second half. 1-0 Darien leading Greenwich.
Right now, the clock is definitely a friend of Darien, but, this is one of those ones where you can sit back, and here comes O'Gorman again up the line.
How many times have we called her name?
She just blew by. Centering pass. Greenwich keeping it in the circle. And that'll be Darien ball going the other way. Really nice anticipation right there by Katie Elders coming in backside to help.
We mentioned at the outset of this broadcast that Erica Blaze had 7 saves coming into this game. I don't have the official stats in front of me, but she has a number of saves in this game. She has been tested. You said she would be tested, and she has been.
And, she's, her first year starting, graduated a senior, and she is, the job was up for grabs going into it this senior year, or I should say this year, and she stepped up. Is playing very well. And today, again, is a test. Not over yet with 9:40 left. Darien at midfield. Bridget Mahoney with a big shot, trying to move the ball up the wing.
Nice shot by Mahoney. Here's Wasinski on the far side of the field, and Williamson there, as she so often has been.
Williamson just shut Wasinski down right there. She's awfully good. They like to work that. I would say the great majority, and again, being the right side of the field, it's the dominant side for most girls. So a lot of times they'll work it up the right side, and then Wasinski's pretty good at ripping a shot towards the middle, and then you've got some good finishers there. And it looks like that was the play they were trying to run, and it's been successful so far this year. But they got to get that ball on net.
Mahoney, and the ball rolls out of bounds. As you mentioned, as the clock continues to tick, it is definitely the friend of Darien, and we have a timeout here. With 8:40 left in the game, it's 1-0 Darien. They got that goal in the first half. Kendall Wasinski picks up her 7th goal of the season.
Emily Schwartzman in the game. She's playing midfield. Again, defender last year. I know Mo's been moving her around the field. She had a couple really good plays at attack last week. And, there's 8:40 left here. This is when you can get a little bit, these girls have been playing hard all day in the sun. It's hot down there still. And she's keeping those legs fresh. She's seen this movie before. This thing's not over until it's over. And she's got a deep bench, and as you said, they just continue to reload. And we'll be seeing the JV team. I think, are they playing after this one?
I don't see the JV team. Oh, yes.
That's getting ready, yeah.
Yep.
So they'll come out and they'll actually probably get an opportunity to play under the lights the second game. They're probably going to need to. But, as you look at that, the ball, girls working the sidelines, a lot of them are JV, a lot of them are freshmen, and Mo does a great job with the youth programs. She gets them involved. She's running clinics at the Sono Fieldhouse in the winter. She's up at Greens Farms Academy during the day. I think she's up there 3 days a week. And, it's gotten to the point where it is a big deal to play for the Blue Wave. And you aspire to doing that. As we talked and we see these senior captains and the upperclassmen, and they're working with the younger kids. That's what you want. It's the right thing to do. They're paying it forward, and it's fun to watch.
Well, and that's why she's won so many state championships and FCIAC championships. It takes a commitment as a son of a coach, of a high school basketball and baseball coach. I can remember my dad coming home late at night and heating up dinner. It takes that kind of commitment to have the kind of success that you want to have.
You see the energy that Mo brings, and she truly is the daughter of a coach. Her father, last name Tom Flaherty, coaching 45 years. So I saw her the other day. I said, he's coming to the game, right? She said, no, he's still coaching. He's up near Newburyport, Mass., coaching at Pentucket High School up in West Newbury, Mass. 45 years he's been coaching football. I don't know how many coaches he's got in college now, and she truly is the son of a coach.
Oh yeah, she does a tremendous job, and she loves it, and has had a lot of success through the years. There's Williamson again making a great defensive play for the Cardinals. How many times, Guy, have we called her name today?
And if you just saw that play, that was very cool what she just did. She just switched fields, turned around, chipped it left. I mean, that ball carried 20 yards in the air. I think Darien's going to play a little chase right here. Bridget Mahoney's got such a strong shot there at the midfield where they may play almost like in hockey, dump it and go chase it, try to keep it out of that zone.
.736 left in this one, 1-0 Darien.
Darien trying to keep it up the right side there, across, with all those Greenwich players right there anticipating something in the middle. You don't want to give up an easy breakaway there. It's almost like a pick six in football.
Yep. Well said. Greenwich will have the free hit here. Demi Janis. Nice tackle.
Oh, Hellman did a great job right there. She did not wait. She anticipated, but then she ran into the wall. Number 27. She is just having one heck of a game. Beth Williamson for Greenwich.
Crosses the end line.
And again, we have a running clock in field hockey, unlike other sports. So when it goes out and everyone takes their time, advantage goes to who's ever leading on that scoreboard. Bridget Mahoney with a good steal, getting it out the wing to Wazinski. She's going to try to get this up the line, taking her time. Kiki Trops are right there, just fantastic. See if she can start some offense here. Katie Elders. Wazinski fighting for the ball in the middle. We've got a 2-on-1 break. Ooh. Thought Hellman was going to take the shot right there. Now,
Martinez got in the way.
Oh, Katie Elders with a ripper. Oh, my God, went off the shoulder of the goalie.
Emily Gunsberg, the Greenwich keeper, with two nice saves on that sequence there.
Looks like Katie Elders is having some issues right now, though. She's had some ankle problems, and they're having to stop that. That was full torque from right to left. That was one heck of an athletic shot, but it looks like she may have rolled that ankle.
And you hate to see that, an injury late in the game. Yeah, and she's struggling a little bit as she goes down.
She's tough as nails.
On her knees.
She is, she's fought through a couple injuries the last 2 years in both field hockey and in lacrosse, but you would never know it. I'm kind of surprised they're still playing with a coach on the field. I don't think they knew what was going on there. She's going to need some help getting off that field. She's in pain right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, 5:14 left, breaking the action as Mo Minikis and the Greenwich trainer tend to Katie Elders.
What I'm seeing right now, and we'll see what happens, I'm just guessing, but by straightening that out, it looks like it could be a cramp, and that would be a heck of a lot better than a sprained ankle, that's for sure. Katie's a critical member of this team, both on the sidelines and on the field. She's a leader. She's a junior, committed to Dartmouth as a freshman in high school to play lacrosse.
That's impressive.
Yep. Okay, she's up.
She is up, but she's walking gingerly.
Yep. Let's find some ice for her, the miracle drug. You want to, on something like that, get ice on there right away. But we've got 5:14 left. We're going to miss Katie Elders. They're going to, kind of juggle the lineup. She's right there at midfield. So Mo will, go to the bench. And, I'm looking on the sideline there. There's Kari Johns. Kari's got a daughter who's going to be all-world player here at Darien. Kari's the JV coach, played on the U.S. national field hockey team 2 years ago. I'm like, where's Kari? She said she's over in Spain playing on the U.S. national field hockey team. I was like, holy cow. She brings a wealth of knowledge and energy to the program, and does a great job running that JV program.
Again, the feeder programs to this varsity program are just off the charts for Darien. And here we go.
Sydney Schricker taking her time, picking her spot with 4:40 left. We want to keep it down on this end of the field, and no one's worried about the score. We just want to make sure that they stay on top, and 1-0 would be a really good victory against Greenwich here. But plenty of time left, 4:26.
Darien retains possession here. Certainly another goal, you would think that would seal it.
Okay.
And a corner opportunity here for the Blue Wave.
That's the objective. Number one, you'd love to put it in the back of the net, but number two, if you can't, let's get a corner. And again, running clock. So by the time they actually get this ball in, they'll kill another 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, and Kiki Trops taking her time, as you mentioned a few minutes ago. Running clock in field hockey, you can take your time, especially when you're up.
And there's Mark Maybell taking every picture. He's going to get 30 shots right there in about 2 seconds with that huge lens that he has. Let's get a shot off here, Darien. Sometimes you can play with the ball too long, and I'm a big believer on get that shot on net, let everybody charge, and see if you can get a tip.
Intercepted by Darien.
Nice play by
Taken
Sally
back
Cassidy
by
right there. Big ball in the middle. Okay, that should be a corner. Yes.
Nice centering pass by Wasinski from the far sideline.
Oh, my bad. Again, there's an aerial coming in from the top. Stayed Darien ball.
Goes over the end line. This will be Greenwich ball. And Greenwich needs to make something happen here if they want to get the equalizer.
Okay, Greenwich is going to call a timeout with 2:38 left. They know, their backs are against the wall here at Greenwich Stadium. They don't like Darien coming in, and making a statement on their field. I would say we've probably controlled the ball at least 70% of the game. Could go either way, the shots. Erica Blaze has had a very good, she's been tested today, has really stepped up when she had to.
No, she has, and she's made a couple of really nice saves. Couple games coming up on the DAF Media Network. Tomorrow we will be at Wilton for the girls soccer match out there. Lily Field, of course, the great Christine Lilly.
Oh, yeah.
One of the all-time great soccer players this country has ever produced. Played her high school soccer at Wilton, so it's the Wilton girls soccer team against the Darien girls soccer team, and that should be a good one. Darien is just having itself quite a season, 6-1. They lost a tough one to Brian McMahon earlier in the season, but other than that, they have been untouched, and some terrific players, one of whom is Katie Ramsey. We've already mentioned her on this broadcast, the daughter of Sherry Ramsey, who was talking to the Blue Wave field hockey team right now at this huddle. And then we will be at Stamford High School, Boyle Stadium, Saturday night for the Darien-Stamford football game. 7 o'clock kickoff.
You know, that's one of those ones where you can never take anybody too lightly. And, Stanford's going to pack the house. Darien's going to show up. Everybody loves to come out on. So this is Friday or Saturday night?
This is Saturday night. It's a Saturday night football game. Saturday night lights, not Friday night lights. And I'll tell you, there are a lot of great venues in this state. Boyle Stadium, now that they've redone it, renovated it, is certainly at the top of that list.
Spectacular. It's beautiful. The stone on both sides, and again, because the Turkey Bowl normally is so important, and basically you have to have enough grandstands for the people that come out on Thanksgiving morning. People they're like, wait a second, you get 10,000 people for a football game on Thanksgiving Day morning, and they do.
Yeah.
And that's why we've had to move it to Boyle so many times, is to accommodate both towns. And it's a special venue.
And we are back underway here at Cardinal Stadium. Darien, Greenwich, Blue Wave up 1-0 in this big FCIAC field hockey matchup.
Whatever the Greenwich coach drew up there, I think we just stopped them right there, intercepted the ball. Okay, here comes another break, and guess who it is? It's O'Gorman. Beautiful play right there. Good hustle by Darien. Erica Blaze, kick save. Looks like we're going to have a corner.
So this is a big corner for both teams here. Under 2 minutes left.
My bad here.
No
actually,
corner.
no corner, which is actually good for Darien. Wouldn't be surprised to see an aerial here. Just try to get it over the defenders. Get the ball. Little big ball right there. Kiki Tropser just held on to it a little bit long, knocked it out of bounds. But again, running clock. Time is your friend if you're for Darien. Captain Sally Cassidy right there, just killing some clock on the sideline.
Yep.
Just getting it out of the zone.
Packing it in.
Again.
1:10 left. 1-0 Darien. This game is turning out very similar to the Fairfield-Ludlow win earlier in the week. That 1-0 win over Ludlow. Darien scored 3 minutes into that one. They scored about 10 minutes into this one. So they got off to a good start, and Coach Minikis said that was imperative for her team to get off to a good start.
And again, they beat Wilton. Fairfield programs are strong. We got 39 seconds left. We'll see if Darien tries to get it in here, or if they're happy to keep it in the zone. And here comes O'Gorman.
She has been all over the field this afternoon for Greenwich. Terrific player.
Bridget Mahoney, again, almost the equalizer at that position. Both of them playing in the middle. 13 seconds left. Greenwich is going to get one last shot here, or going to try to. Molly Hellman knocks it away. 3, 2, 1.
And that'll do it. Darien, that goal in the first half holds up as they hold on to beat Greenwich 1-0 in really a big, crucial FCIAC matchup here at Cardinal Stadium.
Yeah, we said it before the broadcast started. We said this could easily be a one-goal game. We're looking at these numbers. They're outscoring teams.
Yeah.
What was the number, 20?
41 to nothing.
41 to nothing.
In their first 7 games before this one. You knew they weren't going to put up 8 goals in this one. Greenwich just too good of an opponent. And that's the way it played out. Very similarly to the win over Fairfield Ludlow. Get that first half goal and keep the ball out of the cage.
That's, the ball bounced the right way for Darien, and it was, I think that was a feed from Sydney Schrinker to the Polish windmill, Kendall Wazinski, who left her feet for that one, dove, tipped it, got that one behind the cage. But that little confidence builder, once you get down on Darien, it's tough because they're just going to keep coming at you. Psychologically, that hurt Greenwich a little bit.
And you get the feeling that these two teams, tough loss for Greenwich, but you get the feeling these two teams could see each other down the road.
Oh, I don't think there's any question. This is the first, and trust me, this one is going to be benchmarked by Greenwich because they're going to want another shot at Darien.
That is a happy huddle right there for the Darien Blue Wave. 1-0 Blue Wave beat Greenwich in an FCIAC field hockey matchup.
By the way, I'm looking down there. One of the bright spots right now here at the end of the game. I'm watching Katie Elders go through the line, shake hands. Like I said, she's fought through some injuries on that ankle. Good to see her up because they're definitely going to need her, and she was a factor in today's game.
She certainly was. Guy, final thoughts, final impressions of this one. Very entertaining matchup.
It seems to be. I've had the fortune of having kids come through the program here. The kids just get stronger as the season goes on. They had to figure it out. They're always looking for chemistry, between Kari, between Mo, between Sherry. They're looking at different, and even in the last game against Fairfield, they were changing up the lineup a little bit. They knew this was going to be a tough game. They wanted to have fresh legs. They want to have confidence with these kids coming in, going out, but also have the chemistry that if they hit that ball, someone's going to be there. And I think we just had one more than Greenwich did today, and they should be proud of this victory. It was a character win.
Well said, and it was great once again having you on the broadcast. Always a lot of fun working with you. This has been an absolute pleasure. Our second field hockey game, we'll be doing some more stuff down the road, no question about it. And that'll do it here from Cardinal Stadium. Darien beats Greenwich 1-0. Darien improves to 7-0-1. Greenwich falls to 6-1. For Bruce Ferguson, Brendan Ross, our producer, Guy Wasinski, I'm Damian Andrew. This has been a presentation of the Darien Athletic Foundation Media Network. Have a great night, everybody.